Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I have for you another fun deck. This one it's actually kind of good, so hopefully you like it. It revolves around this spell, Feast of the Wild, level 5, which if you don't know what he does, you can special summon up to 2 level 5 warrior type monsters from your hand and or graveyard. So you can special summon 1 or 2 and they can be both from grave, both from hand, 1 each, whatever. Their effects are negated and they can't attack for the rest of that turn. So the way we take advantage of this, it's not once per turn, so you can activate multiple discard. It's basically fodder to tribute summon the boss that I'm using in this deck, which is Maju Garzett. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. As you can see, his effect, the attack of this card becomes equal to the combined original attack of the 2 monsters you tributed with the tribute summon of this card. So he immediately becomes a really powerful beef stick, and because the deck is last gamble, I wanted to use him so that we have that OTK ability, because that's kind of what you want to be able to do with last gamble. The level 5 warriors that we run are freed. He has a good, pretty good effect in which he can be targeted by spell cards. But because you're special summoning him with the feast, he doesn't get that effect. The other monster is Tenma. That's what I'm gonna call him. So this is Tenma. His effect is not that relevant. He's mainly here because he's a warrior, a level 5. And he has 2400 attack, which is pretty big. I also run 1 Dark General Freed. I wish I could run more of him, but the fact that he can be special summoned doesn't really synergize with the deck. I mainly have him because if you put him and your Maju, I don't know what I called it first. Anyway, if you put him with the Dark General Freed, then he can't be targeted by any spells. So you know he's not vulnerable to econ or anything like that, because he is pretty weak at having no defense at all. I wish he would take the attack and the defense. That would be a lot better. We run 3 crystals here because you want to cycle through your deck and you want to have cards in hand to be able to pitch for last gamble. And that's another thing. The fact that the feast can summon them from graveyard or hand means that as soon as you have them in your hand, they're immediately ready to be discarded by last gamble. You know, in some decks you have to keep your boss monster to summon him. In this case, you can pitch them right away because you're going to be special summoning them. I run 3 Storm and 2 Wall Tornado, which is pretty standard on last gamble decks. To be able to clear back row, destroy any monsters, and then go for the OTK. The other monster is Dekoichi, which he's just like a worse Crystal Seer because you don't get to pick, you just draw whatever card. But he's a dark, so he's a level 4 dark, so he has some synergy with Dark General Freed, in which you can draw him if you want during your draw phase. 1 double summon, I don't know if I already covered that, for the potential of summoning Dark General and then Maju, so that your Maju is protected. So I've been reading a lot of you guys' comments, and I apologize that it looks like this, it's gonna be a laggy video, so I apologize for that in advance. As you can see, I only have 2 replays for you. These are gonna be very quick replays. I'm not gonna comment over much of them. I'm just gonna see you what happens, and after this I'm gonna have 1 live duel using this deck. So these replays are pretty much just so you see what the deck is trying to do in case I fail to do it when we're using it in the live duel. It's probably only going to be 1 live duel because I still want to keep the videos relatively short. So we'll see how it goes. He goes first, summons 2 monsters, and just attacks my life points, which, as you know, in last gamble that doesn't matter as much because you're gonna lower your life points anyway. But he does have enough attack to destroy me, so I decide to go for Storm Wall Tornado to destroy his Neos, and then I use Feast of the Wild to summon Tenma, which he can't attack, so I just end my turn. I draw into the Dekoichi, and I'm just trying to get to my combo pieces so I can finish the game. I decided to go for last gamble because I want to try to end the game quickly. I do draw into my combo pieces. He tries to wall tornado my card, which does nothing. You guys need to stop trying to do that. And because he got rid of his back row, I was able to change my play and just go for the boss monster and get the OTK right away. So I'm sorry that was kind of slow, but my Maju did get to 4900. Plenty of attack to get rid of his life points. So that was our first replay. That's when you OTK with the Maju. I actually think this deck could be better if I didn't have the Maju, but as you guys know, I always like to bring something new out, put a spicy card that not a lot of people use, so I just threw it in there. This duel, my opponent is running life point boost, so it's gonna be harder to pull an OTK because he is at 5,000 life points. Luckily, I opened with Crystal Seer, which is the perfect thing to get when you're, on your opening hand. It just lets you get to your combo pieces. I actually picked up a second Crystal Seer off the Crystal Seer, so that's even better. Here, I can pick either my boss monster or General Freed. I went with General Freed because I wanted to have at least one monster that was special summon ready, because I do draw into the Feast. I go for last gamble, I roll a 6, which is amazing. I go for Wild Tornado to get rid of his back row and then banish his big monster, and then I go for Feast. I only summon the one in grave because I want to tribute summon for the one in my hand. That way I can attack, and then I activate my second Feast, summon the other one, tribute for my Dark General, and as you can see, this would have been an OTK, but because he's running life point boost, I was 400 life points short. I still had a Wall Tornado just in the back row as kind of a bluff, but I figured he wasn't going to be able to do too much with just 2 cards in his hand. So he just summons Warrior Digrapher, basically letting me know that the game's over. I attack him with my Dark General, and that's the second win. So those were the replays. I hope you get what the point of this deck is, and let's go ahead and get some live duels. I think I used the deck in these 3 duels, so I won 2 and I lost 1. Let's see how we do. Actually, you can't see how I'm doing because my thing just froze. I'm sorry about that. Just give me 1 second. I'll try to get it up and running again. There you go. Sorry about that. That's another little issue that I have when I try to do live duels. It's just either my internet or my computer gets pretty laggy and sometimes just crashes out of nowhere. But here we're going up against Paradox Brother, which is not ideal because it's gonna be 3-star demotion. But I do have Wall Tornado and Storm, and he didn't. It's not a Dark Magician, so that's great. That means the back row is not gonna be Champion's Vigilance, so I'm actually gonna be able to get rid of this Sangha right now. No reason to wait. So let's go ahead and go for Storm Wall Tornado. I really hope that's not Dimension Gate. Okay, doesn't look like it. Get rid of the back row. Oh, it was Dimension Gate. I guess it didn't matter if he chained. So cool. Got rid of his monster. He's down to 1 card, and I have my Crystal Seer, which is perfect. So this was literally like the perfect counter for the deck he was running, I thought we were going to be in a little bit of trouble. Which we might be if this is a Barrel Dragon. Okay, it's a Flame Ogre. He does get an extra card, but it's okay. I still think we're in good shape. We already have one of our Tenma, which we're going to be discarding for last gamble. And Dark General Freed, which doesn't do much for me right now. There's our boss monster. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go for a double summon because I wish I could pick up my monster, but the fact that we don't have Feast yet, it's getting a little dangerous because if he goes 3-star the motion once again, I'm gonna lose. So hopefully we draw into another monster that I can normal summon or set. Otherwise we're in pretty bad shape. So there's Feast of the Wild. I could play it safe and activate Feast of the Wild, summon in my Tenma, and then that's something he'll have to get over, because my Dark General Freed is unfortunately too weak. However, if I do that, I'm really limiting what I can do with last gamble. So I'm gonna hope that he doesn't draw Supremacy Berry and that we survive. But I guess there's no reason. I'm just gonna hold my hand. If this costs us the game, then we're probably gonna lose anyway, because I was gonna have to spend all my resources just to try to stay alive. So hopefully he doesn't get a Supremacy Berry and we're able to survive until the last gamble turn. And awesome, he goes straight into the battle phase. We survive and we're gonna be able to use last gamble this turn. Let's see, we draw our Freed, which is awesome because now I can keep all my spells and I can even keep Dark General Freed. And I have double summon, so if I draw into my second Maju, because one of them is unfortunately at the bottom of the deck, we're gonna be in pretty good shape. So let's go last gamble. What do I roll? I roll a 6. Wow. You know what? I need to do live duels more often if this is what they're gonna yield me. That's crazy. So let's go Feast of the Wild. I'm only gonna summon one from the grave because I'm gonna be tributing for him, and I want to see what he does with that face down, because it is letting him, it is activatable, so it's either a Windstorm, an enemy controller, something like that. Let's summon my Dark General Freed. If it is enemy controller, now I'm immune to it, like I was telling you. Now that I have Dark General Freed, he can activate it, but it's just gonna get negated. So hopefully it's not a Windstorm, because Windstorm would really screw me. If all we're looking at is an enemy controller, I think we win the game right now. He's waiting. I don't know what he's gonna do. Alright, so let's go once again for Feast of the Wild. Bring those monsters right back, the ones from the grave. No reason to let him know that one of my cards is kind of dead. So there we go, get 2 monsters. Let's go for a double summon. It would suck if that's a Magic Drain. Okay, it doesn't look like it. So let's normal summon or boss Maju, tributing the 2 monsters that we just special summoned. He gets super beefy all the way up to 4700. Again, if it's a Windstorm, we're screwed. If it's an Econ, we just won the game. Unless he has Kuribos in hand, which I guess that's another possibility. So let's go into the battle phase. If this attack goes through, I win the game because he is at 2000 life points. Fingers crossed. If it's a Mirror Wall, I am short 50. Oh, it's a Dimension Gate. So yeah, we won. We just won the game. There we go. We won our first live duel using this deck. pretty amazing. I'm even gonna save the replay just so I can show some of my friends before the video uploads. That was pretty cool. We are at 15 minutes. I can try to squeeze one in. It might push the video a little bit over 20 minutes because duels can be kind of slow. But I'm gonna do it for you guys because I really like this deck. I hope you like it as well, and I'm super excited that we got that awesome win against 3-star Demotion. Let me know in the comments if you like this format better. I can't promise you that this is the way I'm gonna do it every time, but when I have extra time like today, since I don't work tomorrow morning, I'm happy to give you some live duels. So we're going up against Harpies Hunting Ground. I haven't actually gone against one using this deck, so I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna do. We do have wall tornadoes to counter the Harpies, and that's the only back row we run, so there's no need to set anything else. If I'm able to get my Dark General freed, we should be in good shape because, you know, because Harpies run a lot of spell in order to charge and enemy controller. So I really want to get Feast of the Wild, but I also need to keep adding resources to my hand. So I'm gonna pick Crystal Seer. I hope I don't regret that. I still have 2 other Feast of the Wild in the deck, so we should be able to see it, hopefully. Oh, see? This is hand size 2020, guys. I should have 100% picked the other card. But anyway, we'll just roll with Crystal Seer. She shouldn't be able to OTK me unless she has something like Harpy into Elegant Egotist. Yeah, so she just goes another Sonic Duck. So I'm gonna be able to survive into my last gamble turn. Unfortunately, we still haven't seen a wall tornado, which I kind of need. And there's Dark General freed. So I'm gonna pick him up. And I already have one of my discard cards for last gamble. I'm probably gonna end up dumping the Crystal Seer. Wow. Whew. So she goes Rising Energy. 30. I have no idea why she did that, but I'm sure glad she spent 2 cards for absolutely no reason because I'm about to go last gamble anyway. So I'm actually gonna keep Crystal Seer because and I'm just gonna throw the second storm that I drew in case I roll something bad. That way I can still set my Crystal Seer and then go into double summon into my Dark General freed. But we do roll a 5, so we should be in pretty good shape. I don't see our boss monster, but you know what? Unless she has Kuribo, we should be able to OTK. So let's go ahead and set our 2 wall tornadoes, which are gonna let us destroy both of the Sonic Ducks. That's beautiful. Get out of here. Shoutouts to my boy Dan that he says that and it's super funny. Get out of here. Clear field. So yeah, barring what do you call it? Kuribo in hand, we won this game. And actually, even if she has Kuribo, I'm still in super good shape because both of the monsters that I'm gonna be summoning are dark, so they're gonna be protected by the Dark General. So now that I have my 2 monsters on the field, let's tribute for Dark General. Go double summon. I guarantee this man has never seen what's about to come at him. He has no idea what I just did, or I hope he doesn't. So no Kuribo, we go 2 for 2 on live duels. No Kuribo, and we went 2 for 2. One of the wins once against Harpies, which you guys know I love beating the crap out of Harpies. Ah, I forgot to save that replay. That was pretty epic. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Please comment if you like this video, if you like the fact that I did, we ranked up. If you like the fact that I did live duels, I really appreciate everyone's feedback. I take the time to try to respond to every single one of your comments, and I take your suggestions and your feedback to heart. I'm fairly new at this, so I'm trying to improve myself, and I can only do that if I'm being told where I'm wrong. So I really appreciate the feedback. Let me know what you guys thought about this deck. I super love it. I think after these 2 duels, I'm officially in love with this deck. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And till next time.